name is Jaiveer Bansal, and I will be presenting a passage from the book The Alchemist by Michael Scott. The part I will be reading is the final fight scene where the creator of the Book of the Mage, Hecate, dies. How much longer could Hecate stand against the two elders, aunt and niece? But the goddess showed no sign of weakening, and then she struck back, although the air, now stinking from the burning tree, was still. Dee watched as an invisible, unfelt breeze whipped the Morrigan's cloak about her shoulders and buffeted the huge bastard, making her tilt her head and lean forward into the wind. The patterns on Hecate's metallic dress whirled with blinding rapidity, the colors blurred and distorted. With growing alarm, he saw a dark shadow flowing across the withering grass, and then watched as a swarm of tiny black flies settled on Bastard's fur, crawling into her ears and up her nose. The cat goddess howled and staggered back, rubbing furiously at her face. She fell to the ground, rolling over and over in the long grass, attempting to free herself from the insects. More and more kept coming, and they were joined by fire ants and recluse spiders which crawled out of the grass and swarmed over her body. Crouched on all fours, she threw back her head and screamed in agony, then turned and ran across the field, rolling and crawling in the grass, splashing through a little pool, trying to clean the insects from her body. She was more than halfway across the field before the thick swirling cloud left her. She rubbed furiously at her face and arms, leaving long scratches on her skin, before climbing to her feet and striding back towards the Yggdrasil. And then the swarm of flies, thicker now, reformed in the air before her. In that moment, Dee considered that perhaps, just perhaps, Hecate could win. Splitting Bastard and the Morrigan had been a master stroke. Ensuring that Bastard could not get back was simply genius. Realizing that she could not return to the Yggdrasil, Bastard hissed her rage, then turned and raced over to where Flamel, Scatty, and the twins were trying to defend themselves. Dee saw her leap an incredible distance and bring the alchemist to the ground. That gave him some satisfaction at least, and he allowed himself a slight smile, which quickly faded. He was still trapped on this side of the field. How was he going to get past Hecate? Even though the Yggdrasil was burning furiously, with whole sections blazing, burning leaves and blackened strips of branches spiraling down, sticky streamers of sap exploding from collapsing branches, Hecate's powers seemed undiminished. Dee grounded his teeth in frustration. All of the research indicated that Hecate had brought the tree to life by imbuing it with a little of her own life force. In turn, as it grew, it renewed and replenished her powers. Burning the tree had been his idea. He had imagined that as it burned, she would only weaken. But, on the contrary, setting the tree alight had only served to enrage the goddess, and her anger had made her all the more deadly. When Dee saw Hecate's lips twitch, in what might have been a smile, and the Morrigan stagger and then step back, he began to realize that here, in her own shadow realm, the goddess with three faces was simply too strong for them. Thank you.